What's going on, guys? I'm Matt. This is MotoWoRX. In the video today, I have a little bit of a project that I'm going to be starting myself. This is for my wife. This is her Jeep. I got this Jeep. It was given to me. I did some service work for somebody and they said, here's a Jeep. So my wife loves Jeeps. I just hope it doesn't need too much. I'm on my way over to my buddy's garage now. I don't know anything about the Jeep. I don't know how the brakes are, if it's gonna make it. I know there's oil and I know there's coolant in it, and the transmission has transmission fluid in it. But besides that, I don't even know if it's gonna start. So let's see if it even starts. Alright guys, she started. So first part of the trip is underway, getting the thing to start. Shouldn't sound too bad, guys. Let's do it running. So let's see if we make it. I've only got about 5 miles to get there, so let's see if it happens. I made it. I didn't die. It was definitely scary. Call Scotty. Say hi, Scotty.
Hi. Hi, Scotty.
Hi, Scotty. Well, here it is in the light. It didn't get any better, trust me. But we brought it over here because we have to check it out, make sure that it's going to be safe, because it is my wife that's going to own this and drive this, so I better make sure it's right or else I'll hear about it. But we're going to go over the Jeep. We're going to look at it as a whole and see if, number one, it's worth it putting the money into, and number two, how much money it's actually going to cost. So we're going up now on the lift. We're going to take a look underneath. The top side's ugly, so I can't imagine underneath's going to be any better. Very rusty. Don't touch it, it's falling apart. No, I'm melting. This looks like it sat on the bottom of the ocean. Was that barnacles on here?
Are you ready, kids? Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Could be. Look at that weld.
Oh, beautiful welds. Expertly done, I must say. Broken hanger. Oh no, it's welded. Oh what?
Where it was? Or...
No, it broke again. It looks like they fixed it and then it broke again.
Yeah.
So the problem with this thing is it sat in the grass for most of its life. Don't let your vehicle sit in the grass if at all possible, because it turns them into rusty messes. This list just keeps getting longer. It's never ending. We haven't even taken the wheels off yet. That was scary, by the way. The brakes, they were pushing back as I was pushing them.
Oh, yeah.
So that was rough.
You know what? I thought I was doing a right rear brake line, but it looks like...
Oh!
But somebody already did this. I don't know what the bottom one is.
Bottom one's crusty.
Where's it go?
Looks like it goes to the other side. Yeah, it's bad. Definitely
Where's
bad.
it go, though? I think it goes to... Oh. It has a separate... Wait a second. Oh, it's the vent. It's just a vacuum line.
Oh, okay. Oh. Ooh, that was close.
But it's already... It's leaking something.
Got rust, and what appears to be a new brake line.
Yeah, someone replaced the hoses at one point. This is stuff I'm worried about, bro.
It's definitely rusty for sure.
Where'd you get this thing?
I got this from somebody's yard.
You just drive by and see it, or what?
No, this was, I got this from Chris's neighbor. They had it and didn't look horrible, but as you can see, looking at it on a lift is a much different experience. Surprisingly though, the exhaust didn't fall off on the way here, so that was good. It's pretty dry under here. It's not super wet. I mean, you got a little bit of a leak. Checking the brakes.
It's an old pipe.
Definitely need some. They're not leaking. Axle seal's not leaking anyway. Huh?
That sounds leaking.
That guy noises. That noise. Oh, that's ugly. Probably the worst of it. But that's something that's definitely not going to be safe for past inspection. Mainly past inspection. Safety is not a big thing. We just don't want stuff that can enter into the cabin. Outside air, exhaust fumes, etc. So this is definitely going to need replaced. How much it's going to cost? Well, that's to be seen. But definitely a lot of rust on this overall. Rust, everywhere there's rust. Woohoo! Brakes look good-ish. They're not leaking, so that's a plus. Brakes don't look bad, but I'll tell you what, they pulsed on me pretty bad.
It's definitely the rear.
It's definitely the rear for sure.
Well, or that. Jesus.
There's so much rust in this
No, but
thing.
look, like it's.
I see the dead spot. There's definitely a dead spot somewhere right about here. Not so much here, not so much over here. Right about here, there's a dead spot.
Sorry.
It's definitely got an eye spot somewhere in this area. This actually doesn't look as rusty as I thought it would, like up under here. It's bad, but it's not like who does
Someone twisted it off, and it was good here, so they. Yeah, it's legal.
Hey, it's not leaking, right? I guess that's all they needed that to do, not leak. Scotty, put that wheel back on. This guy. Send it home. Take it off. Woohoo!
Oh. Headlights.
Oh yeah. Anything rubber has turned to rock, I feel like. The problem is Jeeps are cheap. And all this stuff's like inexpensive to fix. Maybe that's the Jeep thing everybody's talking about. I mean, look, there's rust up here. I bet you could probably put your finger through there. Oh, yep, just like that. No! This Jeep is turning into a religious thing. It's very holy. Stop poking holes in my Jeep. I'm gonna be even colder than I was on the way here.
You can hear yourself going here.
Driving. That's me hitting the brakes in this thing. What's the verdict, doctor? Does it go on the back side as well, or just the front?
I can make it go in the back.
What's that?
I can make it go in the back.
Well, we don't need to make it go around back. So, it's a rust bucket. That's number one. The doctor prescribed a new vehicle. Get rid of it and get something else. So here's our list. And we can pick through this. It does have to get an inspection sticker put on it. Here in Pennsylvania, we have a safety inspection that is a yearly thing. So if I want to put this on the road and get a license plate and make it legal, I do have to get it inspected. So I'll focus more on the things that make it legal, which in this case, rust is definitely a major thing that you need to get fixed and taken care of before anything else. That's kind of why I wanted to put it up on the lift, to see where it was at as far as rust went, because I knew this had sat over a grass, and just a lot of times when you park a vehicle over top of grass or stone driveways, it's never good for the underside of a car because it'll just rust up. But as far as a project goes, it's nothing dire. None of the suspension components were actually bad, right? None of the suspension stuff was really bad, just more, I mean, rust-wise.
No.
So it's just more bodywork stuff. So maybe I'll do some body work. Maybe I'll convince my friends to do body work. Who knows? But it's definitely going to need that fixed for inspection. The rest of the stuff, as you look on Jeep forums and just search Jeep, they make a million parts for Jeep, so I don't think it'll be a difficult thing for me to get parts. You could probably replace about anything you want on a Jeep. We'll see, guys. Thanks for checking it out. I will have some videos coming up on if I decide to keep the Jeep. I'm going to take my little list here home to my wife and see if she says yes or no. We might just get rid of it and find something else. But that's to be seen. Thanks for checking the video out. Leave a comment below if you've had a Jeep and what you liked about it. Let me know in the comments below. I'm Matt. This is MotoWoRX. Scotty's somewhere over here. Big thanks to him for checking out the vehicle with me and for me, because he's an inspection mechanic and I am not. So it's good to have somebody who knows what they're looking for to give you an idea on what it's going to cost.